We good?
Yep.
We rolling?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mixed Opinion Podcast. I am your host, Mike J.
That sounded hella creepy.
What?
I am your host, Mike J.
I'm the
Get the
host.
fuck out of here.
I'm just trying to say I'm the
Can you
host.
say it a little louder and not so low?
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mixed Opinion Podcast. I am your host, Mike J. Sitting across from B. Rett. Say what's up to the people, B.
Yo, what up, yo? 34.
Episode 34. You know,
That's all you got for that?
that's all I got for that. Before we get into it, man, hit the intro.
Wait, hold on.
Come on,
I was
this is why you can't be the host, man.
I was pulling it up.
This is why you can't.
I was like,
This
yo,
is
he
why
about
you
to say
can't.
that shit. Let me try to.
This is why you can't be it.
Fuck. All right, here we go.
Yeah, do that. What are you doing, man?
My bad. I tried to stop the.
Damn it, man.
I tried to stop the song and actually stopped us recording.
Oh, word? That's how.
Yeah, that's how it was going down today.
Okay.
But we back in there though.
Yeah. Jerz will be back next week. He had to take a little trip. I would say he had to take a little trip up north, but that connotation means that he's doing a bid, but he's really not. He just had to go out of town for some work. But Jerz will be back to bless the listeners and whatnot. But,
Yeah, he'll be back.
So what's good, man? What's going up with you the last couple of weeks, man?
Chilling, man. New year. The wrap ups were mad corny. Have you heard them?
I did.
They were trash, right?
First of all, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if we said that last podcast.
Definitely didn't.
But Happy New Year, Merry Christmas to everybody. I did hear the wrap-ups. Definitely underwhelming this year.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, man. I expect more from Skills. You know what I'm saying? And the way that old boy has been doing his wrap-up, Uncle Murder, the way he's been doing it last few years was kind of dope. I was looking forward to that shit, but it was kind of disappointing, kind of lackluster. He did touch on some things that it was kind of dope, but I know this year's wrap-up is going to be fire. Just because of the whole what's going on in the last 2 weeks with the documentary and whatnot. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But it was a little underwhelming, man. I don't know.
It was. I didn't think it was that good. Last year was definitely funnier for
sure.
For Murder.
Yeah.
And Skills. I mean, Skills always does a good job. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it was bad. It just wasn't
up to par.
Yeah, it just wasn't all that.
Yeah, I've heard better from him.
Nobody talked about him. Them shits came and went.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's that's just where we're at now with music, right? It's everything comes and goes, and so much shit comes out. Like I didn't even know when they dropped. I just happened to come across that shit one day. Somebody had mentioned something about it. I mean, I had been checking for it at the end of the year. It didn't even come out like when they normally come out. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just so much shit dropping all the damn time that it's hard. Everything gets lost.
But luckily, in the past 2-3 weeks, nothing's come out, which is refreshing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you could catch up on everything that you missed, or you didn't have time to listen to, or if you wanted to get a little bit deeper with pause. You got that time when there's nothing coming out. But I'd imagine once February kicks in, that we're back to 17 albums a week.
Yeah,
easily.
Sure. But that's tradition has been the goal, right? Like the first quarter or the first month of the first quarter is usually quiet.
Yeah, but I think all that's out the window now.
No, for sure.
The way the music is distributed and the way it's marketed, I think there's no time that matters when you put it out.
I think too. It's like you were saying. The way shit comes out now, people 17 albums in a week, and everybody dropping Lucy's on a Wednesday and a Tuesday and a Monday and shit like that. This shit just dropping all over the fucking place. But it used to be that. Remember the month of the man in December?
December was it?
That's it.
Everybody you made it when you came out in December,
right? Fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Redman, Method Man, Hov. Everybody was coming out in the fourth quarter. Nas. Everybody was coming out in the fourth quarter. Now we didn't hear anything really from the first week in December maybe, and nothing else really kind of dropped during that whole last month.
Yeah. I mean, nothing really came out. Which is cool because, like I said, it gives you time to catch up on shit.
Which, depending on if you're keeping up with shit, you knew how to catch up to things because you knew what was out there, or you absolutely knew nothing what had dropped, and you were just listening to random music.
Nah,
right?
man, there's no way you could listen to 6 albums in a week.
Nah,
and
at
then
all.
digest it how it should be digested.
Nah, at all.
There's no way.
So
there's way too much music. I did want to mention how I don't know why Nas is making a song for every video on the album. Like, why, bro? Like, you my man, 50 grand. We go back like Cadillacs, my nigga. But, bro, just let that shit die, dog.
Yo, that album was so trash. It's like one hot song. And then the video for it, did you really like that video? The one that joint with Swizz?
I don't like any of them. The only one I like is the Echo. Yeah, the one with Swizz.
Echo, Echo.
I'm talking about, he's coming out with the shit for Ye.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man, why? Dog, why? Wasting our time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the only song that I've liked that he's come out with recently is the Echo joint.
Yeah, the Echo shit. That was Song of the Year.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It was Song of the Year.
Definitely not. But, no, it wasn't. Anyhow, I'm so tired of
Free
that
my
drop.
nigga, man.
Can we get a new drop, though?
Nah.
Please? Like, we need a new drop.
No, we don't. That's the good one.
No, that's not the good one.
What you mean?
Anyhow, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why he coming out with a video for any of that shit. All that shit was trash. That album was trash. That shit's forgettable.
The only one I like on that shit was Bonjour, and I liked one verse of it.
I gotta go back and listen to it.
Yeah, you probably don't even remember it.
I don't.
Because it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I don't. I'm keeping the buck. I don't remember that shit.
That shit was so it was so disappointing. Yo, I hope Kanye don't touch nobody's sessions this whole year.
Sure.
Leave everybody's session alone, B. Sure. Everybody.
You know he is. He probably in the studio right now with fucking Big Sean.
Nah,
fuck up his whole project.
You see Big Sean didn't come out in like 2 years.
No, Big Sean say all
he's
the hell away
staying.
from
Get the fuck
music,
away from
Kanye.
me, nigga. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Like he got Pusha fighting his battles. You know what I'm saying? He all the way the fuck out the paint.
Word. Yeah, that's just corny.
So let's you want to talk about it?
What?
Robert,
dirty nasty motherfucker, man.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh man, listen, dog. R. Kelly used to be the god, B. He used to be it. You want to hear that shit? You go to Kells. And even if you didn't go to Kells, whatever you was listening to was probably written by Kells. But now, that nigga's out the paint, dog. That nigga's nasty. I didn't watch the whole series. I watched like the first 3 episodes because I just couldn't stomach the rest of that shit, dog. It's the you seen one, you seen them all type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to see 6 hours of you raping women and all that nasty shit, but yo, that shit's just fucking nasty, yo.
What gets me is the uproar currently, right? Like
both sides.
Yeah, like for me, it's like, come on, fam. Like, you knew, like, since the nigga said he was since the nigga married Aaliyah, like, you knew he was a motherfucking pedophile.
He's nasty. His team is just as nasty.
Nastier.
Because you condoning this shit.
Exactly. So it makes him nastier.
Right. You're just as fucking nasty. And you telling me like all that shit was popping and you didn't divulge into the action, my nigga. You just sat there doing whatever you was doing.
Come on, fam.
Come on, man.
I've heard that he got some 14-year-old, 15-year-old here in Kissimmee that he fucks with, and he was flying her out everywhere.
That was on the doc.
Oh, I haven't seen. I didn't see the whole.
Yeah,
doc,
that shit's
bro.
on the doc, bro.
I saw bits and pieces of it, man. I can't watch the whole.
Yeah,
shit,
man. He had came in for a concert. The nigga pulled up at the telly on or not the telly, the motel. You know how Kissimmee get down.
You know.
He pulled up at one of the motels on 192 up there, and met the little girl. And nigga, just nasty, bro. Like.
The little girl. Listen to that shit, B. The little girl.
This nigga's a grown ass man.
Let's keep it a buck, yo. 15 years old is little. I don't give a shit what you look like.
Word.
You know what I mean? You 15 years old, you don't know shit, fam.
Nothing. And then, you know what makes it worse is, your brothers is up there talking shit, and his brother is just as nasty. That nigga said him liking little girls is a preference. Really, my nigga?
Fam, he said he likes older girls, and his brother's preference is younger girls. He don't see what the problem is.
Yo, that nigga's disgusting.
Yo, word?
That's why you in jail, my nigga.
Word, though? Like, for real?
That's why you get nasty asses in jail. All you motherfuckers is nasty that fuck with R. Kelly. Especially the manager that was forging the documents, and he's like, oh, I feel so bad. Nigga, the money was so strong, you couldn't see it.
Fam,
the money was so strong you couldn't see it.
And something, and not to take a topic off of Joe Budden's podcast, but something that Maul has said really struck a nerve to me too. I mean, because I got a couple of nieces myself, and I'm like, fam, how are you as a male? Fuck anything else. As a dude, who has women in your family, how can you, in any shape, form, or fashion, defend this shit? Like, how is this shit not just utterly disgusting to you?
There should be hands on that nigga.
Come on, fam. Like, there's no way any nigga at all in any walk of life should be like, oh, yeah, no, that's cool.
Nah.
Cool. No. You got moms, yo. Like, you got daughters, you got nieces.
Even if you don't, like, dog, that's nasty, B. It's
B.
nasty. Like, yo.
That
come
shit,
on, man.
that shit threw me for a fucking loop, fam.
Yeah, he's...
The amount of motherfuckers on Twitter that were like, yo, man, whatever, you know, is she down, whatever. Come on,
no,
fam.
B.
Like, nah.
No, you're disgusting. You're just as nasty, you sick fuck.
That shit is so fucking, ugh.
And, you know, like, it's sad because there's really people out there like that.
Oh, my God.
That sounds broken, whatever you just did.
Yeah, that shit's mad broken. That shit is mad broken.
That shit sounds hella broken, dog.
That's what a cracked screen sounds like.
All right, it's over for that. Anyway.
That shit's hella nasty, B. And I can't, like, bro, like.
You can't even put it into words, dog. Yo.
Like, I consider myself pretty articulate sometimes, you know, but when it came to this shit, man, I had no words for this shit, bro.
Nah, I mean, and you know what the worst part is? Like I said, everybody knew, but they turned such a blind eye to it. And I think now, like, if they would have put this docuseries out 10 years ago, it wouldn't have got the buzz.
No, it wouldn't have gotten none
because he, you know, everyone turned a blind eye to it. But since we're in the times we're in now with all this abuse allegations and whatever the movements are going on, like, this was the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, for people to know that all this shit is going on, for people to sit there and just condone this shit, not even condone the shit, because condoning the shit is bad enough, but when you're aiding or abetting the shit,
word, you're helping them hide.
Come on, dog.
All that nasty. You're just nasty, B. And then you got all these artists coming out like Omarion. I seen him say, "Yo, it's over for Kels. I'm not doing his tracks that he wrote for me no more after my tour." Nigga, really?
After your tour? Oh, get the money first,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you gotta get that money, right?
Get the bag. Yeah, you know why? Because like I said earlier, half of the things he's gonna do on tour is all written by him. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't have a tour if it wasn't for R. Kelly. I'm not taking away anything musically that man has done. He's probably one of the most talented people ever, behind Mike and Prince.
And Omarion is one to talk too, you know, based on the allegations that are around from B2K and shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, come on, dog. You're the wrong one to be talking.
Yeah, man. And you know, like, people are like, oh, Kels is broke. He's not broke.
He might be, though.
No. He wrote too much music.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, and that might have been in the docs too, but his early contract situations were real fucked up.
They were.
So he wasn't making all that money off of all that bread.
Not then, but what about every song he wrote after that from 2000 on, B?
Well,
every R&B hit record was from him.
All right, that's a lot of songs.
So he got points on all that shit. So niggas, he's not broke, B. If you think R. Kelly's broke, y'all crazy.
I don't know, B.
And he's gonna keep making money because the artists that wrote songs for him, those I'm keeping it funky, probably their only hits. If we keeping it a beam,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Not to take away from the musical part of it, but he's nasty.
I mean, and also that doesn't mean that, you know, all their artists
are as nasty,
right?
Because sometimes you don't know that, you know,
right.
You know, like that they're doing whatever they're
and
doing.
even those past albums, because even with this documentary series came out, his fucking streaming shit went through the roof.
Well, yeah, I mean
That was to be expected.
Anytime someone dies or you bring up controversy, they're gonna inflate anything that they got involved with.
Right, because they want to hear what it is, or they want to research what it is people are talking about.
Right. This brings a whole new audience of people who don't know R. Kelly music. If you know R. Kelly music, you don't even have to go back and listen. Right. You just remember songs like Down Low and what he was saying, and you're like, oh shit, nobody has to know.
Keep it on the down low.
Like, you don't have to go back and replay it because you already know all the tracks. But for people who don't know, they want to see what he's talking about.
Yo, nigga, 12 play has a whole new meaning now.
It's called 12 play. Like, dog, it's called 12 play. Like, dog.
That's a whole new meaning now.
Dog, every song, keep it on the down low, bump and grind. It seems like you're ready.
It seems like you're ready.
Come on, B. Come on, man. And you know what? Like, I seen R. Kelly in concert maybe 12 years ago.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
Yeah, I bet.
That was when Trapped in the Closet came out.
Trapped in the Closet?
Trapped in the Closet.
What do you think that shit's about?
Yo, every part was for every girl he had in the closet.
Fam.
Like, that shit is crazy, B. But, like, I seen him when he came out and he did all